Ho, ho. What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling? Is everybody good? Is everybody good? I'm good. I'm chilling. It's Friday. Do I have my water? Yes, I do. How y'all feeling here tonight, family? Well, y'all know what we're about to do. It's about to be done. Let me see. My first co-host has made it in studio already.
Hey, guys.
There she go, y'all. China in the house.
Yes.
Well, all right. Okay. Yes, indeed, family. It's a good week. It was a beautiful day. What more do y'all want? A good day, a good week. Sunshine S was in the chat before I even got in the chat tonight. Shout out to Sunshine. Yes, indeed. What's up? Is that Mark in the house? JBE 162. Willpower. What it do, champ? Honeybee Lee in the house. Kimberly Ortiz. What's up, Zena Powell? Edith. What's up, Edith? Yeah. Everybody come on in and like the like button. It's over there somewhere. Figure it out. Figure it out. Andrea Davis, Facts 100. It's time for the roll call, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on the roll. Yeah, because we rolling. Oh, my goodness. What's going on? What's going on, fam? It's been an incredible week. What's up, Zena? Is that you, Karen? I see you. Facts 100. Marilyn in the house. Yes, indeed. What's up, Marilyn? You already know I know. What's up? What's up, Rachel Wooten? Danita Joe is up in here. Yes. What's good? What's good, family? Holly. What's up, Holly? Holly White and Holly Mayersky. We got two Hollies in here. I think it might be three. Holly is good. Holly good. How about that? Yeah, whatever. Lady Virgo, how you feeling? How you feeling, Lady Virgo? Yes, it's that time. It's that time. Beth Mikey. What's up, Alicia? Yeah. We're going to do what we do, y'all. We're going to do what we do. What's up, Rachel? What's up, Josie Ferry? Yeah. Queen V. I see you, Mo Better. Keisha Spady. What's up, Trudy? David Alexander. What's up, Keisha? You ain't got the, did you get the link, Keisha? I'm going to put it in the chat one more time for you. I see you just like me. Somebody had to tag me in. I ain't lying. I'm terrible. I know I'm terrible, though. See, that's the thing. I know I'm terrible. So there's no need to be upset or mad or something like that, you know. What is that? Goodness gracious. Is that you, Empathic Shar? Empathic Shar. Oh, my gosh. I'm firing this DJ again, man. You done did it again. The DJ done did it again. Oh, man, you cut, dog. You cut, dog. I'm serious, man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap this time. This time, well, maybe not, but, you know, I'm going to play it up like it is. What's up, Franklin? Queen V. I see you, Marilyn. Yeah, I did. I put it in there. I saw it. I saw you. What's up, Miraculous? Portia O in the building. Forever Lovely. What's going on? What's going on? What's up, Sean in the building? Danita Joe. Man, I'm sitting here. I'm like, what is that? Thought I was in the gym this week. Good gracious. Stuff is looking like terrible over here. I sat down and what is that? What is like what? Wow, I feel like all my work is in vain. Oh, Janet Cross. That's all right, though. I'm gonna stick with it. What's up, Beth Mikey? Franklin in the building. What's up, Katie? What's up, Andrea? Yeah. Patrice Bean in the building. Yes. I see you, Patrice. Yolanda's Journey. Kimberly Artis. What's up, Kim G? Yeah. I saw you, Holly. What's up, Andrea? Yep. I think I got about everybody. Raylene in the building. There goes Sean. Keisha Spady. There we go. We got you now. Now we got you. Danita Joe. Emma. Come on, hit the like, y'all. Janet Cross. Hit the like. What's up, Young Chaos? You youngster. What's up? There she is. There she
finally made
it. There you go. Hey, man, you just like me. Big Doug in the building. I see you, champ. What's up, Melissa? Yeah, Sherlina. What's up, Q? Rachel. What's up, Rachel Wooten? Yeah, man, some days, you got to go extra because, yes, indeed. Everybody checked in. I appreciate it. Now hit the like, okay? You checked in. Bing. Hit the like. Just do that. And everything is all good. And I feel better. I feel all right. And before y'all already know, before we go any further, we're going to acknowledge some people. Yes, indeed. We're going to acknowledge the sponsors of tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen. I must say is our first lady sponsor tonight is Danita Joe. Hey, Danita, thank you so much. You appreciate it. And of course, the queen, Connie Bars. Ladies and gentlemen, I must say, a show with sponsorship is it's a different feeling. I feel the love. I feel the energy tonight. So I have said this before. Tonight, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it with a different attitude. What's up, Shar? Don't nobody respect the narcissist but you. Everybody else already knows that the narc is a clown, an entire clown, a circus all by themselves. Everybody else already knows that. And what we don't know, what we did not know was we were in the circus too. Yeah, we didn't know we in the circus too. We thought that no, they respect me, right? I know they respect me, don't they? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna say it like it is. Everybody saw what we did. Everybody knew, and I'm gonna put it on you. Let me change it up a little bit. I'm gonna put it on you. Everybody in this chat knows somebody that is an entire clown. Everybody knows somebody that's an entire clown. And not only is this person a clown, but they are a clown. Okay. What's up, Val? They are a clown. And no matter what they do, no matter who you see them with, does not change the fact that this is a clown. This person is a zero, not just based on my opinion of them, based on everything they show everybody, including myself. Everything I know about this person. This doesn't even have to be somebody that you romantically were involved with. We're talking about you still have eyes. You still see these people. You know who they are. You know what they are. So when you have this thought, because we all have that thought, that beginning thought, I'll say, because you're not going to keep that thought hanging with me. Okay. But we all had that beginning thought that, man, you know, I know that this person loves me or did at one time, and they must be loving on that new person the way they loved on me when they was with me. And never can you really go back to a real love moment. You know, those space cadet thoughts that we had when we were in Delulu. Y'all remember that? We thought they cared about us or something. We really did. Come on. We thought that. You thought. We all believed. We drank the Kool-Aid. This person cares about me. And you translate that into that's what they're doing somewhere else. And then you run into all of these situations where they show you, nah, when you see what it really was, you know, you get to say back to yourself, wow, never would I ever thought that this person just jumped out there for this literal no reason at all and even to this day, some people will see a narc years later and just be like, I still don't know what happened. I still don't know what it was about. And I'm still not trying to figure it out because it's crazy. Right. But I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand this, man. The only person that really respects them is you. Their family members watch them destroy incredible relationships. They watch them do it. So their family members are like, they meet you and they like, wow, you just such a great person. You are so incredible. And they really, what they really want to say to you is, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? It's no way that you don't see that this fool is crazy. There's no way that this person isn't abusing you because I know this fool. This fool don't have no act right in them. And you're sitting over there smiling and you feeling some type of way like you really got something. And you don't. You really don't. And we walking around like you got a diamond clustered Rolex watch on. That's how we walking around when you got the narc. Like you really have something that's valuable. You really got something that other people really value and want.
Yeah.
Guys, listen. You got some people that want to wear that watch, but they don't want to pay for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
There is a difference. There is a difference, man.
Yeah.
In this life, guys, if you learned nothing else, which I hope you did, well, I know you did. You got to know and you got to understand nobody respects them. Behind your back, they're talking about you. They're not just talking about you. That's who they are. They talk about everybody. And everybody that knows them, even the people who are in their circle, people who are just like them, don't trust them because they know, man, this person ain't got an ounce of good in them. They gonna stab you in their back at every opportunity. every cliffhanger, every twist and turn, they already know this person is going to sell you completely, totally out the moment they get a chance.
Yeah.
The moment that this chance arises, they're going to sell that. Listen, they're going to sell you out like they never knew you. Like,
Yeah.
like who is what to people that don't even know them.
And you know what? And that's why they surround themselves with other narcissists, because they wouldn't even fit in with people like us. Because if we knew them for who they were, we wouldn't even trust them around our significant other, because we know they will backdoor you in a minute. And, we mistake the acts of love for real love. And that's what we fall for,
Mm,
the act of it, thinking
mm,
that
mm,
it's real
mm.
love, because they don't know how to show it. So they show you the act of it. And that's what we receive from these people. And as far as, the family knowing we are good, not that mother. If it's a male, not that mother. She's going to find everything to say about that woman, because she do not want that woman to take her son away, because he has been trained to be a provider. And so she competes with that woman for the finances of her son, not for the love, but for the finances and for the attention. So, I mean, she could know that you're a good person, but she would never admit it, because she set out to destroy you so that her son can always take care of her. That's what they groom their children for. Even for the female, the mother still groomed the daughter to provide for that family. That's just how selfish and sadistic that they are. That this is what they teach their children to do. They don't teach them how to love, they teach them how to use.
That's
Yep.
it. That's who they are. They're just users. When you really get to know these people for who they truly are, that's God. And I promise you, that's every story in this chat. You were with somebody that used you. That's everybody. That is 100% across the board. Everybody in this chat has the exact same story, just with different dynamics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this person just use me. And what are the kind of things they use you for? For everybody that doesn't know, man, the thing they use you for the most was, you make me look like I'm relationship material.
And you elevate that person like they get with people to be elevated to their next source of like elevation in life, or whatever they perceive success to be, or whoever they can get at a different tier. So it's, if they get with you and you're already pretty like what they consider high tier, or someone that they have never thought that they could be with, then they
Mhm.
feel like once they get with you and they conquer you, now they can get with a lot of different people that's on your same tier.
Yep.
But they don't understand that people really get together based on their inside. Like there's a lot when we get with a narcissist, narcopath, psychopath, sociopath, however, all of this is like in a kingdom of darkness, chaos. So if it's chaos, a lot of times there's a lot of chaotic things that was in our background or our family bloodline, however we was raised, but it was something
Nisha,
dysfunctional.
did you say if there's chaos?
most people in this chat, family was dysfunctional first. You had some stuff happen there,
Okay.
and then because that was there, that chaos, like that
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
it's a demon called
yeah.
chaos, one called unloving too. But what it does is it set you up for all of these entities to be there, like rejection, rebellion, unloving, beasts, like Abaddon. It's a lot of them. And when that is there and that's dictating your life and your decisions, the enemy is going to hook you up with the destroyer. Like these
Come on.
narcissists, that there is a spirit called the destroyer, and it's one over it is like Abaddon that's mentioned in Revelation, but it literally is like decay, it's chaos,
Wow.
destruction. That's what the Abaddon is, and that is one of the main ones that govern them. It's like probably 7 or 8 or 9 main ones, like big, huge principalities, Leviathan being one, but so is the Abaddon. That's why a lot of times anything they touch usually turns into decay or it's destroyed. And so we have to understand these principles in order to start really breaking free from this, because the stuff that there, it's a new disorder now called PTED. And this is like
Come on,
starting
man.
to come into the they gonna introduce it into like the ICD-11, but they wanted to put it in this new one, this new DSM, but it didn't make it. So now they're gonna put it into the next one. But that's post-traumatic embitterment disorder. Now this
Embitterment. What does
embitterment
that mean? Tell us, what does that mean?
embitterment is, okay, if you get bitter, say you have, and this is
I knew it.
betrayal trauma. So when you have betrayal trauma, it's something that lasts like more than 3 months, and that's called like a state of embitterment. It's when you have feelings of anger, you have it's called revenge, fantasy revenge, that you may act out. It's you have like sicknesses, inflammation, like a lot of different stuff happens from this, but the root of it is injustice, betrayal, something that you felt was valuable was taken, like
Mhm.
all of that, and it's nothing that was justified or was done about it. So then it causes a person to become embittered, and it's usually start in childhood. It's not just from this situation. This was just a trigger of all the past betrayals and things that people have done, and it piled on.
Right.
But if it's not treated, it can still cause you to start mimicking the narcissist, because they have
Right.
embitterment. That's one of they monster heads is embitterment. That's why they always are angry, upset. That's why they got high blood pressure. That's why usually they have something going on with either the stomach or appendix or wherever they carry the poisons at, cyst,
Whoa,
wherever
whoa.
the is at. That's
What you're
bitterness.
not gonna do is come on here and keep triggering me. Okay.
That's how it
What
is.
you're not gonna do. Oh my goodness. I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember that the stomach pains and always
Mhm.
being up. I was like, because you're so evil, always being up every night. I mean, it was crazy to me,
Mhm.
just all. And I was like, you always got something ailing you, but I got it. I understood that, yeah, because you wicked, you're evil.
Yes.
Man, I saw something. Hold on, let me get this super chat real quick because this one right here. Hold up, let me see. Okay. Sasha, thanks for getting us started tonight. I appreciate that super chat. Sasha said, being with a narc makes you an inside joke.
Yep.
That hurt. Hit
Yep.
dogs holler. Roar! Oh my goodness, man. And that hurts because it's so real.
Yeah.
That is so raw and authentic. You are the inside joke. People are, guys, you walk in a room with a narc and everybody knows that person. They are laughing at you. There are people that there's side jokes and side bets based on your relationship. How many people in the room they messing with? How many of their other side, you know, pieces do they have at the exact same function you're at?
Yeah.
Right.
Everything about being with these people, guys, there is no pride. You're one thing you're not going to have is you're not going to have your dignity while you are with a narcissist.
Yeah.
You're not. You're if there's a matter of fact, when you walk in that room
Right.
and you walk in with your head all high, thinking nobody, this is what you're thinking. Don't nobody know, do they? And then you start seeing people like, and you see people tapping each other like, no, 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 no. And once you catch it, after that, you're just uncomfortable. You don't want to be there no longer because you know what it is.
Yeah.
You like, oh man, there's some other people in here know what's up. And it makes you
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh. They trying to act up on YouTube.
I see that. But you know what? I want to add to what he was saying too. It's so funny because he got kicked out and somebody just won't stop calling my phone. So it's really trying to get us tonight. But I
Yeah.
wanted to add to what he was saying. It's not even can't be serious right now.
Mm-hmm.
The devil is alive. Man. Just got me
Yeah.
just in there playing with me like that, you know.
Yeah.
Let me
Oh,
add
boy.
to what you were saying too. It's not even just that everybody knows who that person is. It's an inside joke amongst everybody because of what that person been saying behind your back. So now people are looking at you and laughing at the fact that this person said you were crazy or that you're needy or you're clingy and you won't leave them alone. You never know
Mm,
what these people have said behind your back, and that's what makes you the inside joke, because they good at taking you around their family after they smeared your name, or taking you around other people after they smeared your name, and now you the only one sitting there looking goofy. It's never an event where you know people. They take you where you're gonna feel uncomfortable, leave you in those
mm.
rooms with those people so that you can
Yeah.
feel isolated and alone and
There you go.
uncomfortable.
There you go. Isolated.
And it's hard
That's
to
the
tell them, like,
perfect description.
even a cookout, like I had the narcissistic family members, even like the nephews, and they'll bring like, the person that we know, like all of this stuff has happened. And then even when you try to tell them, you can see that codependency kick in, and it like blocks reality and common sense. Because even there's usually like, it may be one or two people that may actually get it. It may not in some cases. But when somebody try to say, hey, you bet you worth more than this, your self-worth is like this, you're dealing with a narcissist, they kind of blow it off when they still in Delulu land. And it is very uncomfortable because they might have just brought someone else in, the holiday before, or it might have been a huge fight or a huge blowout, with them and another relative, and now they're here and they're in love. But that is all, that whole narcosphere, that's what happens. And people always saying, oh, I can't believe da 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 da. So you are always the inside joke.
Yeah.
Man, and the thing is what we don't see, the part of the inside joke that we really don't see is we're the inside joke because the narc set it up that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They telling people intimate details that you have told them in privacy, and things that you thought that it would just be shared between y'all. They got you out here looking like a total complete nutcase.
Yeah.
And they're telling people, and guys, don't think they took your story and just telling the truth to people, okay? Never, never. Don't, as a matter of fact, never think for 1 minute that anybody that the narc ever told about you knows, I would even say 30% of the truth about you.
Yeah.
They're not delivering that kind of information. It's not about making you look like the person you really are. It's all about separating you from the person that you really are, the person that you worked so hard to prove to everybody you are. No, no. They want to separate you. They want to separate you from that entire personality, from everything that you have built. No, they don't want you to have that. Not
Right.
honor, maybe some dishonor.
And that's why they coerce you in the beginning to do all this sexual stuff. You think they don't run back and tell their boys and tell their brothers and all this stuff y'all did sexually? That's an inside joke as well. Everything y'all do is not secret. It's not something that they hold dear to them. It's something that you do, but they tell everything you say, everything you do. So everybody knows everything that goes on in that so-called relationship from day one. That's why I tell y'all they smear your name from day one, because they go bragging about the things that they done, the things that you said. They tell people if they feel uncomfortable with you, they ask these people for advice, what they think, if they should mess with you or not. If they tell these people things from day one, and they can go from bragging on you to really tarnishing your reputation in a matter of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That's been because that was the plan that's always the plan from the very jump. But guys, not only do you not want, well, not only are they going to tell all of y'all business, they're going to show those videos, those pictures.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all over. That's everywhere. They putting that out there. No, it's not going to just be between y'all. You know, you dealing with somebody. Listen, y'all dealing with people that are absolute mongrels. It's no secrecy, it's no inside. And y'all, you thinking this is an inside thing between us.
Yeah.
They're thinking when they're showing everybody what they're doing to you, they like, yeah. Look, I got look at, look, I got her spread out like this, man. Look,
Yep.
y'all be looking at her when y'all see her, y'all be thinking it's a church girl. No, champ, no, this is who she is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you sitting there like Joe, I didn't even want to do none of that. And you got me out here. I'm doing this for you. Yeah. And they twisting it. They twisting it for everybody. Like, oh, nah, y'all see. And that right there, that's how they start to make everybody think that, mentally, you ain't all the way there.
Yeah.
Because they like, look at the kind of stuff that this person is doing.
Yep. And that's why they love text messages. That's the best evidence to have. And they cherry pick what they want people to see. I've even seen where they have Photoshop text messages to make it look like it came from your number. These people are, very manipulative, but they can, I'm telling you, these people know how to do everything crooked. They can Photoshop pictures, everything, and they cherry pick what they want to say. So be very, very careful. That's why they love text messages and always like send me a pic of you and all this type of stuff.
Yeah,
be very careful. These people are predators.
Mm-hmm.
We got so now you.
It's always they want a picture, like send a pic, don't ever do that kind of stuff because they will use it against you. They'll post it wherever they can. Yeah. It's just they're just deceivers. Like that's their thing. They lie. Like it should be called just a lying disorder. Like that's it. Like they lie all the time.
That's what it is.
Pathological lying is one of the symptoms, but that is just a whole character. Like all they do is just lie. And they're not going to change. And we have to change us. Like we have to change our wounds. We have to deal with the traumas. We have to deal with everything that got us into that. Because that's just the Lulu.
That's why I changed my number so much, because that's how I learned that. From them trying to set me up with stuff and say, is this not your you can erase stuff from your text, but I have them all. Yeah, because you sat there and created those text messages. Be very careful, because these people will set you up. That's why I told that person, when it all come down to it, if your phone records get subpoenaed, it's going to say something totally different than what you have in that phone. So go for it. You can show me what you want. Yes.
That man. See when you hear stuff like that, just hearing it, that you got people going through that much to make you look like something wrong with you.
Happens when
they're going through that much, and then we don't want to accept the fact that no, guys, this is the absolute. This is a devil. This is a devil. This is not someone who is here as a friend or anything that's going to help you. This is somebody who is, from day one, it was all about, how can I destroy you? That's it. We're not going to be, it's not going to be a friendly breakup, but they're going to ask you, y'all, isn't it crazy how much they dogged you, lied to you, and took you through all of this insanity just to ask you in the end, can we be friends? Through all this chaos, through all the lying, cheating, through all that and guys, let me tell you, On those days when you hear your song that you thought was your song, and you're reminiscing, and you're thinking to yourself, I wonder if they really realized that they messed up a good thing. They are thinking, yeah, I remember when we went to that cookout. Yeah, I had like 3 of them in that joint, man. I had like 3 of them in there. She ain't even picking up. She ain't even know. She ain't even. That's what they're thinking. They're not thinking. They're not looking at you like they're cheating on you. That's not what they see. No, they're looking at you like you didn't know what I was doing to you. You didn't catch me. You didn't see it. You may have felt it, but guess what? I had you in such a delusionary state, you didn't even trust what you thought. They are there and they are saying, man, you can't prove any of what you think that I'm doing. And guys, that's one of those doors that's always left open. That's why you got to be no contact, because they're always gonna be able to come back to you by saying, okay, look, I'm gonna just come clean. When you hear Narc say I'm coming clean, just remember this one thing. And I told you, everything they say after I'm gonna come clean, everything is gonna be a total fabrication. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't even gonna be remotely close to the truth.
No.
They gonna tell you this sideways, bent up lie that still makes them look like they are not the crut ball that you know they are. Okay, I'm telling you, everything that they tell you, once a narc take, oh look, man. Now, I know that I've been, so we done had some issues, but look, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm gonna just be straight up with you. They know they got your attention now. Whenever they have your attention, they're saying, I'm telling you, they programmed in a direction of saying, oh, you want me to lie to you. You want me to lie to you again. Because I know you don't want to hear this truth. Because if I tell you this truth, you ain't never going to talk to me again. You ain't ever going to talk to me again. You might argue and this and that for right now. And that's why I say, guys, don't set yourself up for that. Don't set yourself up for the, I'm gonna cuss you out and I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. I'm gonna tell you about yourself, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, all they need is a conversation. Because once they get the conversation going, all you want is the truth, right? That's all we seek out in a conversation, in an argument, disagreement, whatever you're dealing with a narc. All you want is to hear the truth. And all the narc wants is to become the victim.
There's no truth in them. It say like they're really like they father, they daddy is the devil. There's no truth in them. Like they lie, steal, manipulate, all the things that the devil does, and that's them. That's their character. They are proud of it. We need to just let them go to the muddy water and detach ourselves from evil. Put our worth back up there, our own self-worth. Because they're not, I have not seen a narcissist change. I mean, a lot of them in practice, I've not seen them change.
Have you ever heard of one change?
No, like literally, even in all of our teaching, our education, like all of going to all of the school, learning all about this personality, that is one, the whole antisocial personality cluster, they don't change. It's like cure none.
And that's why I'm sorry. And that's why. No, I don't want to cut you off. Go for it.
I really would like people to understand it, because a lot of people try to find information or say, try to develop things and try to see how can I make this narcissist do this or what can I do here. But that's kind of conditioning you to be like a co-narcissist or co-conspirator in their delulu, because now you're trying to lie and manipulate the way they lie and manipulate to get them to behave a certain way instead of just detaching. Like they don't want to change.
Right. And that's why I tell people stop staying in victim mode because they are forever victims. And that's why they can never grow.
Ooh,
If you stay
yes.
in victim mode, you're going to eventually become them. And as far as them creating that new or disorder you're talking about, that's really just mocking victims and just throwing a label on them because
Mm.
that's the stuff that we go through when we get out of these relationships. And I don't agree that they're doing that and giving people pills and stuff. It's always about money. It's never to address the issue. They never get to the root of the problem. And that's why I hate science, because it's always to benefit the higher ups, for everybody to make some money off of it, while we're sitting here in
Mm.
Delulu land off these pills that they're giving us. And it's not even really creating a solution. It's just taking us out of
That's
reality.
it.
And
That's
that's
it.
why I cannot stand science. I hate science with every fiber of my being.
You know something?
And
You know something? I'm going to cut you off, but I wanted to, before I forget this thought, I was looking at a video just the other day that talked about exactly what you're saying. That doctors, doctors who really were true to wanting to help people out, they have they go through a depression because after they've been in the practice for a few years, they realize all this is about is medicating people. That's where the
yeah,
money is. It's no real money in keeping people healthy. People are healthy, they don't go to the doctor.
yep.
No,
And
but the
that's why
cure.
chiropractors don't believe in medicine. Chiropractors do not believe in medicine at all. When you go there, their job is to get your body back to as good as it can get without meds. They do not believe in medicine at all. And also, I wanted to say this too. As far as you guys, I'm good at this now. When they say let's be friends, I use that as an opportunity to torture their ass. Because when they call me trying to talk to me and say stuff, I swear to God, I be having these people begging me to stop. These people are very insecure, very sensitive, and their egos are fragile. So I'm not telling y'all to do this, but I enjoy doing it to these people because they
Uh-oh.
do it to other people. I'm not gonna
Uh-oh.
even sugarcoat it.
Hey,
They
well, you
have
know what?
I do
I mean,
want to touch on this with far as like this the medicine, because it's a lot of doctors, like it's a lot of us, like we did go branch out to our own practice and don't agree with a lot of the algorithms. But
mhm,
what science does, well, some of the science, the stuff that they putting out there, it's like two things. It's really studying
mhm,
what God already made and created. But when you're getting into like this field of mental health, it's a very
mhm,
touch and go field, because one, you want to keep somebody alive long enough for them to get the teaching, wisdom, understanding, for them to put those changes in place, and then they can wean off or however they have to do. But a lot
mhm,
of times people are in such a state of despair, they're not able to even stay alive. Like they may be on a watch of wanting to harm themselves or off themselves. So they may need something, because any trauma is going to alter like every brain chemistry. So they're going to need to do something until they can get enough therapy or wisdom or whatever it takes for them to be able to go on in life without wanting to like end it. And then you have
mhm,
with this new thing, they wanted something different. Like you have complex PTSD where it's split, like that's psychotherapy. No medicine can cure that. PTSD, if somebody like witnessed a crime or anything, you might need something not to relive it like in the immediate, but over therapy, you can be able to wean that off. Like you should never be on that long term. But PTED is something different that they found, like, okay, people who had betrayal trauma got a different set of symptoms and different things happening throughout their body, not just the brain, than people who just have like witnessed a crime or people who just dissociate. So now this one, the treatment is actually wisdom and therapy.
mm.
And so it's like
There you
a
go.
lot of people don't know the truth of what's happening. A lot of people you know, once they come out of this, they may not have been taught it, or this may just be like a firsthand
Yeah.
experience, but they have to get that wisdom. Like, this is reality. This is what's going on. You were dealing with a person who cannot be changed. You were deceived. And
There
now
you go.
these are the steps you have to take to heal so that your body don't turn on itself. Because the body will.
Wow.
You get all that inflammation. People can have
Wow.
this,
So
but
the
if you
body
don't
doesn't turn on itself.
on itself, it will cause
This,
the inflammation.
this is the devil, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you can say you met the devil
Yes,
because
they are terrible people.
listen at
are.
that symptom. Your body starts to attack itself. That's what the devil studies. How can you make the body attack itself? Because it was perfectly made. Whoo, man. Y'all getting all this in here this evening. Boy, oh boy. Queen V. Thanks for the super chat, Queen V. Queen V said, I've been 21, 2
2 and a
years.
half.
Oh, huh? Oh,
2
okay.
and a half. Yeah.
I'm thinking 21/2 years, 2.5 years, no contact. My bad. But I tell you, look, I went to public school. It is what it is. I've been 2.5 years, no contact with the narc. However, still battling the pain of being isolated from my family and friends. I pray to God to mend those relationships that the narc tried to destroy. So, yes, Queen V, I'm glad you're here this evening, to get a good dosage of what you need, because 2.5 years of isolation, being led away from your family and friends, and being made to believe that being around the narcissist is the most important thing in the universe, in your life. Being around this person is the most important thing because this person loves me. This person needs me. A lot of us don't even see that. We are dealing with this person because this person needs me. And they told me they've never met anyone like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, someone so incredible. And we feel needed. And y'all can say what you want. When somebody makes you believe that you are needed,
Yeah.
you don't really question whether they love you or not. You just assume this person, no, they really love me. They said they love me, but did they show you they loved you? Anybody in the chat, did the narcissist show you? Anybody? Put your hand up. You
No.
say something. Did any of them ever show you how that they loved you?
No.
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 And the pretend, you can't even really call it a love bomb because they was manipulating. And manipulating is not love. Like, that's not love.
Because he would used to say, when I would say you don't love me, he'd say, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't be here. So his presence was supposed to show me love. Yes. But the minute you don't do something for him, it's you don't love me. But it's like, yes. See how that works? You know what I'm saying? So that's how they flip it on you.
Yeah.
They feel like you should be happy that they're there.
Yes. And you see how he got out of saying, I love you. If I ain't love you, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be wasting my time around you. That's how they say I love you. And that's why we think they love us. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be around. I wouldn't be wasting my time. That doesn't sound like I love you. That just sounds like you just justifying how you treating me. Because that's all it is. When they're not saying directly to you, no, listen, forget about all that, baby. I'm in love with you. You are just the greatest thing ever to me, and so forth and so on. Narc's not giving you, no, they're not going to do it like that. they're going to give you that backhand love. If I ain't love you, I mean, come on. Why? I mean, it ain't about saying it. It's about showing it. And because they never going to show it. That for sure. And then when you ask them to show you that they love you, that's when they just break down. Now I got to be the victim. Because you want to see some love? No, I've got to be the victim now. What do you mean? What? What are you talking about? So everything I do, that's what I'm talking about. Everything I do. See how I just made myself the victim right there? Everything I do. What do you mean don't love you? What? Guys, these people, they trigger us. That's it. They trigger you to make you think that they love you. But they're not going to show you love. You're not going to, well, you'll feel like they love you through that infatuation process. You'll feel it sometimes. You'll feel like they love me. They must have, because in your mind, you done made it up in your mind anyway, that I love them. They must love me. I know they really love me. They just don't know how to really explain it. And they went through so much in their childhood that's why they treat me like, that's why when we arguing, they cuss me out and want to fight me and punch me and stuff like that, because they so used to chaos. But what you don't realize is you don't really love the narcissist. You're addicted to the chaos. That's it.
That's it.
You are addicted to chaos. And now we're sitting there like, what do you mean I'm not addicted to chaos? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You know how I know? Because I've been addicted to chaos before.
I've been addicted to chaos as well.
When you leave them, guys, this is how you know you're addicted to chaos. When you leave a room that has been filled with chaos and you're in your right mind, you want to go back in there.
You're damn right.
That smoke. You still want to go back in there and settle that situation. That's how you know you're addicted to chaos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They ain't said one thing that is comforting to you. They haven't said one thing that is agreeable to you. It has been a snatch them up, drag them down, fight, argument about the worst of the worst. And you still having that argument. That is called an addiction to chaos, because you can't even justify why you're having that crazy conversation in the first place. Even if you're trying, you're standing. Listen, we are the easiest people in the world to argue with, ladies and gentlemen. We are the easiest people to argue with, because we will stand on a righteous principle to the day we die. And the narcissist knows it, and they don't even care. They set us up for that principle. They're literally setting us up. There's some of y'all getting set up tonight. Don't even know it. As long as they can make you argue on a righteous principle, of course, cheating is wrong. Cheating is bad. You ready to argue about something like that if they keep talking about it. But what if this though? But what if that? Now they got you in Delulu.
Yeah.
And you gonna sit there and go back and forth, and because guys, we want them so badly to get it. We want them to get it, because if they get it, we don't have, we looking at it, we ain't got to go through this no more. So I'm gonna sit there and argue back and forth with you, because as soon as you get it, we got it, and we could get on down the road and have our relationship. Wrong. If they act like they get what you saying, then it ain't no reason to argue no more. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, they are not in the argument. They didn't create the argument for y'all to come to an understanding. Okay? Wasn't that what the narcissist said in the narcissistic love letter? They are disagreeable on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're not going to agree, and that is by design.
Yeah.
We have become addicted to the chaos. Queen V, that stuff. Listen, forget all that crazy mess you done heard about trauma bonding and all that mess.
Yeah.
They ain't nothing but some Play-Doh, man. Okay, that ain't nothing but the boogeyman. Okay, that stuff is about as real as that 10,000-foot tall giant underneath your bed as soon as you turn the light out. Okay, now don't envision that tonight because you'd be like, damn, I couldn't even sleep last night. I thought it was a giant under the bed. But that's how the mind works. That's how the mind works, guys. When you are in your private moments, we really be thinking, it's like, whoa, what? But then reality hits you. You shine the light all under the bed, like it's hiding somewhere, like a 10,000-foot tall giant can hide underneath your bed. Guys, this is the game that the narc plays on your mind, and they do little things like that because they understand how we think. They understand what makes us react. So they use us, abuse us. And guys, once you've been used and abused for long enough, you become addicted.
Yeah. And
go ahead, China.
And let me say this, we argue with people who are already determined that they justified in their actions. So that's why they're not looking for no solutions. When somebody's mind is made up that you got what you deserve and that they're justified in what they did, you're not going to change their mind. And they know that. So they allow you to continue to argue, knowing that they're going to stand on what they believe, whether it's the truth or not. And I want to say to her, as far as, you praying to God that he mend those relationships. If you have to do that, then those relationships are not meant to be. Because when I had the big fallout with my family and had to move here, the minute that man left me, my family came to my rescue. That's why I'm here today. I'm healed because my family was there no matter what we went through. They knew that I needed them. So if your family is going to be there for you, you shouldn't have to pray for those relationships to be mended. That should come already.
Hey, look, you ain't the only one. Because Lord have mercy. Man, if it wasn't for my mama, good God. Talk me on mom. Listen, every day. Hey, what's up, Mom? Yeah, blah, 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 this and that. Man, we rehearse this thing daily, man. Just having that relationship saved me, man. It saved me because I think as men, you do have a breaking point where you just say, all right, you know what? All this talking ain't leading to nothing that's satisfactory here. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go and do something else. Because we just want the craziness to stop. And I think when you're dealing with a monster, that's everybody. You get to a place where you just like, look, man, I just want this craziness. Stop being crazy because you keep playing with me and it ain't playing no more because this ain't funny. It ain't fun. And it's about to turn into something else. And I think all of us eventually, well, I know we all hit that wall at some point. It's not just going to be, we're going to keep talking about it. Whew, Sasha, thanks for the super chat, Sasha. Sasha said, don't go no contact and talk to their bald-headed sister. It's just giving the narc a weekly update on your healing. Stop educating the narc on how to get back. Wow. Oh man, I listen, guys. I do want everybody in here to know how refreshing it is to be in a chat where not only are we giving you 3 incredible angles, but we got people in the chat just doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just, when you open up, okay, you're not talking to the narc, but you're talking to their brother or you're talking to their sister, and you know that their sister telling them everything. And
Right.
then they sister coming back to you, oh yeah. So and so said there's such and such, and blah blah blah. No, that's not even what happened. And guys, listen. The moment the narcissist makes you defend the truth, that's when y'all talking again. You're going to die standing up for your truth. Okay, that's every last one of us. You will fight a battle to the end, standing up on truth, because that's your principle. You're standing on truth.
Yeah.
All they want you to do is stand on that truth with them so that they can become the victim.
Yeah.
That's it. If I get to become the victim, yeah, you might be telling the truth. Okay, I might be this cruddy cheater that's no good and this and that. But man, you know what I went through growing up, and you gonna use that against me? I thought you loved me. You talking about you love me. You talking about this forgiveness. You always talking about this and that, but you ain't living like that. Now,
Right.
now I'm the victim. Now
And
I'm the victim.
they know how you are. That's why they chose you. Like, they know you have integrity.
Yep.
They know that you have values. They know you have that. They can't just go to their grimy pond and make a come up and get all of their things, because they just as grimy as them. They're not going for
Yep.
it. So they got to come
No.
to you, who got the kindness and all of that. And then they do you so wrong and so foul. They know, because you are who you are, that if it's foul enough, you ain't gonna say nothing, because you don't want people to even know it got like that. And that's kind of where you have to start beginning to separate and start healing on yourself, separate from all they family, they friends, that whole pond. Understand your worth, learn about your worth, and move on. They're never going to be whoever you thought they were. Like, that wasn't them. They're never going to get it. They made a deal with the devil, like, hey, if I do this and this, what I'm gonna be able to like get over on people, do this and all of that. The devil was like, yeah. And then it was like, okay, and they opened up their body to the devil. So now that's what they do. They walk around and they destroy people's lives. They take whatever, they
Yep.
steal whatever they can steal. Their goal is to get you separated from your children, if possible. They want to
Ooh.
destroy that relationship,
Come on.
because
Oh yeah.
they know that is like dear to your heart, and that's gonna crush you.
Yeah.
Then they want to destroy relationships that you network with. If you're trying to, like, if you're
Yes.
elevating in your career or in school or wherever, destroy that. They want to destroy like friendships you have for years. They are destroyer. And once you see them for
Destroyers.
what they are, you have to like bypass anything else you ever thought they were. Because I
Yeah.
got back
Yeah.
with a few of them, and it literally is pet cemetery. Like, if they was just stroking you before, they trying to really out you the next time.
And one thing y'all got to understand too, that everybody in their family has a role in your life. They have some that's going to take to you, and that's done on purpose. There's some that's going to stay the fuck away from you. That's their purpose. Then they have the mom that's going to pretend to like you. They even involve the grandmother, the daddy. Everybody has a role, because somebody has to stay connected to you when that relationship ends, so they can have a window to your life, so that that person can know how to come back if they need to. And it's not just to help that person, it's because these people don't want that fucker coming back to their house. They got to,
Uh-oh.
once that next thing
Uh-oh.
fail, they got to have somewhere else for him to go. So y'all got to understand that too.
Yes,
You've been hanging around them people this week. I've been hanging around them people. Hey man, my man Darsh John. Thanks for the super chat, Darsh. My man said, my narcissistic wife asked me if we could be friends but keep having or keep making love after she told me she wants a divorce. Who knew? Who knew, Darsh?
Right.
She want to still do it, but I want a divorce. So right there, you see how that signal is crossed? That it's a mixed signal, and you don't know where to. We're like, what does that look like? You want a divorce, which means you want out. So that's that direction. But then you want to do it, which is in this direction. So what are we doing? So, and you got to look at that being exactly that way, champ. What she's doing is she's saying, you worship my body.
Yeah.
And I plan on destroying you. Okay. I already done set you up for total destruction. I'm gonna destroy you, but I'm gonna make you do it. Okay. I'm gonna make it look like you doing it yourself because you can't resist this body. Now I done told you. I already done told you. I got something else going on. Okay. We getting divorced. I got something else popping. Okay. It is what it is. We getting divorced. I'm out. But the relationship, I still want you to believe that there's hope. I want you to think that if we're doing this, you must still love me. If we still doing it, so we still doing it. So, and she wouldn't do it with me and with somebody else while we married, would she?
3 people same day. They trifling. They trifling.
Listen. That's where we going next.
They would.
Bruh, not only do you need to use protection if you're gonna be intimate with that person, I would put an entire body condom on if it was me. If you knew what I knew. I would put on gloves to shake her hand, bro. Listen. When somebody is sending you signals like that, like, I still want to do it, but we don't need to be together because it's toxic, but I still want to do it sometimes, Guys, that person is saying, man, I got you. I got you right where I want you. Because what I want you to be is a slave to my physical. And once you praise my physical, man, you set up for destruction. That's where you see people become depressed and ready to be just, I ain't ready to live no more because, you done ran off and, and that's where she's at. She out there. She in the streets now, champ. When you hear that, I'm divorcing you, but I'm still want to do it. See, those are signals that don't go together. There's one thing that they're saying, I just want a divorce. Look, no, we ain't doing nothing. Ain't nothing happening. Nothing leaves nothing. I don't want to see you no more. See, that's different. But with somebody telling you, no, I still need this and that. Guys, that's just, they want you still toeing that line. I still need you to toe the line. I still need you to believe that we gonna make it.
Yeah.
That's what your whole relationship has been based on. You believing that y'all are going to make it.
And that's their power. Their only weapon is sex. They can get as perverted as they need to get. They do it all because it's a whole entity. It's like, it's very unclean. They would do whatever. They can have multiple people in the bed. It's no limit with them. That's how that kingdom of darkness works. So it make it seem like it's like knocking you off your socks or whatever they want you to feel. But They only doing it to get you addicted to that, because that releases like the most chemical, oxytocin, dopamine, everything released. And then they're going to continuously cipher you and triangulate you. If they can have you in a situation where y'all are no longer in a commitment type deal, but was formerly in one, this new person, they triangulate all of that stuff. Like, well, what are you supposed to think? That is my child's father. I was married to him. I can't stay over there for 2 days. They're gonna do all of that stuff, but they're gonna get stuff from you, they're gonna get stuff from them,
That's
and
right.
anyone else they can get stuff from, because they want to survive off of other people's hard work and
Yeah.
things. They don't want to just sit there and work hard and do things and get it themselves. They want to cipher whatever they can get from different people. This one, it might be sex. This one, it's your money. This one, I need your car. That's how they do.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to him in the raw. Let me tell you, my brother, you have been demoted. You are now the side husband. You have filled that position. And this is not to be funny or to put you down, but this is how it works in this world. And so she's out there. Is this thing? I know my daughter from the laugh walking past because she hate when I try to be hip, but they have this out here where they slut you out. And so I knew she was going to say so. But that's what's going on out there. And that means all types of sex. Nothing's off limits. And that's what she's out there doing. And so you need to stop having sex with her. She know your worth. They know our worth. They just want us to sit on the sideline until they're done doing what they're doing. But at the same time,
touchdown.
These people, huh?
I said touchdown. You just threw the bomb on that one.
Yeah.
But these people are willing to risk it all for what they want in that moment. And she's risking everything y'all had for that dopamine. That's all it is. She's out there chasing a challenge. She's out there chasing something that's making her high at the moment. See, they know we're going to be boring at some point. And so that's why they go out and get something on the side. You have been demoted. You are now the side husband. I hate to say it, but you are.
But you know what? Now you just put him right where he needs to be, though. Because sometimes y'all, a man need to hear that like that from a woman to let you know, because we trust what y'all saying. Because it's like, wow, I don't.
That devil, I tell you. I tell you.
And it's in a side, like if somebody a side husband, like when people get demoted from narcissists, these are deranged minds. Like, we gotta remember that their opinion, it matters none. We put value on them. Yeah. They weren't like just walking around these valuable people in the community. No.
Nah.
We get that. So when we understand that their opinion matters none, and we getting out of the dirty water, the dark pond, and all of that, we start to at least start putting those blocks in our own self-worth and regaining our identity back. Because with the narc, your identity gone. It's lost after about 3 months. Gone.
Yep. And like I said, she's out there doing her thing, but she wants to be able to return at a point, and it's going to be at her lowest point. They're never going to come back to you when they're out there having fun. They're going to come back to you when shit is dry. And that's when they need that pick me up from you and want to reminisce and all this bullshit to pull you back in. That's why she continued to have sex with you, because she's trying to keep you asleep. As long as she can keep having sex with you, she can keep you full. That's part of the manipulation. You need to stop having sex with her for that reason, and for health reasons as well. Because the way people are out there sleeping around, I just saw something on TV about the pandemic of HIV in Houston.
Come on.
So imagine, it didn't take long for COVID to spread. Once one person came into the country with COVID, it did not take long for it to spread. See, we're looking at it as a problem only in that city. We don't know how far it has gotten, because they're only talking about one place. We all need to be very, very careful. Once somebody walk out your life, let them go, let them stay.
Man.
It's pretty rampant. It's pretty much anytime you hear right tongue, a lot
There
of
you go.
times
He
it's
said he
kind of
moved out. He said he moved out, no contact. There you go. There you go, champ. Because, yeah, you know, guys, I want y'all to understand. Let's be very clear. When somebody is when they talking about the breakup, and yet we still want to be intimate, that's a demotion.
Oh yeah.
Just like China said, that is you've been demoted. Somebody, look, I got something. I gotta try this one. I got to try this one. And like she said, everything is in play. Okay. But your worst nightmare is now right in the bed with you.
Mhm.
And you are not the man. You are no longer the star quarterback. You are just a side piece at this point, and you're expendable. You know, they just feel like, hey man, I just let me try my hand, but don't worry about it because they ain't really gone nowhere. You know what I'm saying? The guys, 98% of the time they get played, man. If it not only does it fizzle, but that's a whole nother subject. But hey, my man is doing the right thing. Look, J. Marie, mwah. Thanks for the super chat, J. Marie. J. Marie has a question for us. J. Marie wants to know, can you explain to me why I have been no contact for 3 months, but this past week, I have been having a hard time as if it's been week 1. I don't know what's going on. Well, J. Marie, let me just say this. First and foremost, if you're no contact, salute.
Yeah.
Because you already made 3 months, you already made it past the hard part. All right. You already made it past the hard part. Those feelings that you feel, I'm not going to tell you to do something to try to, make that foggy or anything. I'm going to tell you to embrace that feeling. The feelings that we run from are the feelings that we really need to embrace. You need to lock in now. Now it's time to lock in. What am I feeling? Let's examine it. What am I feeling? Why am I feeling like this? Like, I feel like I'm just at week 1 again. Like, do I miss that fool? Like I said a little while ago, you're not in love with that fool. You ain't in love with that tragedy. You in love with the chaos. The chaos that surrounds that person, that pain that person, that day y'all broke up, that pain you felt that day. Guys, we also have these addictions, believe it or not. We become addicted to that dysfunction because when we're with that person, we realize something wrong with you. No, you're dysfunctional. We realize that. And you know what we say? But I love you anyway.
Yep.
I know you dysfunctional. I know you a little crazy. I know you a little, to the left thinking, but I love you anyway.
Yep.
That is one of the main reasons they choose us. That was the reason you were chose, J. Marie, because in spite of all of his reckless craziness, you still were able to say, baby, but I still love you. Baby, I still got you. I'm riding for us. And you believed that you were. What you did not know was every time he came back to you with the craziness, it was crazy because it was mixed with somebody else.
Yeah.
Guys, when they come back to us, they're not coming back to us because they winning somewhere. They coming back to you when they get rejected somewhere. They
Yep.
just use us to pick that ego back up. Get my
Yep.
ego right, baby, because I need
Give them
to
that
be
pat
on.
on the back.
That's it.
Mhm.
I need to be on point for this other person because they not really going for my jive yet. But I
Mhm.
Yeah.
see it. I see they got it in them. I see, just like I saw you had it in you. I see that she got it in her too. I just got to convince her. That's all. The moment she's
Why?
convinced, it's a wrap. I'm gonna mop the floor with her, same way that I'm pretty much mopping the floor with you. Hey, Jay
Mhm.
Marie, usually you got a background of, I kind of do everything that he likes. I try to be the best that I can for him. I try to be supportive. I try to do everything. I'll support him financially. I'll support him mentally. I'm gonna support him intimately. I'm going to support all of his needs before he even says he needs it, because I want him to see the value in me. Well, he feels like, I know you got me. But you see that pink balloon over there? It's a pink balloon. I want that one.
Yeah.
You're a red balloon, baby. I want the pink balloon. Yeah, I know that didn't really make a lot of sense. That's how much sense it makes as to what they're doing and why.
But it's so many lies. Like what they do, like your brain changes after three weeks. So after a few months or a couple years of that, what they do is they lie in the beginning. They study you and they find out what is it, what's your need. And when they find out what's your need, they come in like they're gonna rescue. And whatever fantasy they present is better than your
There you
reality.
go.
So you go with that fantasy, like you go into the future faking this is it. It's gonna be us against the world, blah blah blah. But then what happens is they continuously lie throughout the whole addiction ship, the whole web
Mhm.
entanglement, and then they start to have you lie, and then you start to lie to yourself, and then they got that thing on automatic because your brain just take over. So now you're constantly lying to yourself. So when you're breaking those cycles, you have to like really write down what is it that you believe that was true that you missed. Like they came in, they were going to help me, or they protected me, or they stood up for me, or whatever they did, or whatever they said, like that we had something, we shared something that was special, or whatever that was. And then you have to make a column to what actually happened. And actual was they were saying the same story with 3 or 4 people at the same time. They threw me under the bus. They shamed me every chance that they got. They brought diseases to me, or whatever the case
Mm.
may be. That is the truth, and you got to look at the truth of their character, and then you can cry it out. But you really have to say, okay, now I'm going to forgive myself for being with someone of this cruddy characteristics that long, and really like taking it out on myself, because we can self-sabotage just like they self-sabotage, because we start to take on their makeup. The longer we're with them, they do that transfer. We start taking on some of the things they do, that self-sabotaging, we start doing it. So we got to start
Mhm.
healing and getting our identity, and they take our shine. They start talking and doing things like us. So that whole transfer of destiny, that stuff happens. And we got to start regaining, like remembering who we are and remembering those truths. Continue to stay no contact, grieve those feelings, but what
Come
you're
on.
grieving is the fantasy. So cry it out, but then look at that
Yep.
reality and understand like
Mm.
it is
Mm.
worth you staying away from that cruddy monster that
Come on.
all of those things are lining up with.
Let me say this. It's very important to feel that pain, because once you sit in that pain and say you get into another relationship and the same thing happens, it happened to you before. So now you have the blueprint on how to deal with it. Pain allows you to grow. And when you grow, you know how to deal with things and process things better. So it's good that you're sitting in that pain. And I'm going to say, I think 2 reasons why you are still thinking about that person. And one of them is because when somebody walks out of our life that we are used to talking to every single day, waiting for this person to come home to tell them how our day went, ask them how did they go. You have grown accustomed to this person, and for that person to just vanish, it hurts because you feel like you lost someone and that they're no longer on this earth. It doesn't feel like that they just walked off and you're going to see them again. It feels like that person you're never going to see again. So that could be one of the reasons why you're still thinking about that person. And the other reason that I think that you're still thinking about that person is because you love them. We all love them. Nothing we gave them or showed them was fake. So you're gonna think about that person. You gave that person your heart. You put your heart right in their hand and they broke it. That person walked away with pieces of your heart. So you're still connected to that person. And that's why it's important for you to heal. That's why you're thinking about that person. It's not a bad thing. Don't feel like, oh, I got to find a way to stop thinking. No, sit there in that pain and think about what that person did to you. And you will never let that person back into your life ever again, not even have a conversation with you.
It is. Yeah, you heard that, Jay Marie. It is. You got to sit in that, man. And I'm telling y'all, man, that's one of the things that's going to bring you the clarity you looking for. When you keep running from that pain, when you keep running from those feelings, they're not addressed. You haven't addressed it. Approach those feelings the same way you wanted to approach that narc about why you keep lying, why you keep cheating. Do that same thing with those feelings. You got to sit in that. Because once you stay in that long enough, it's going to bring you to a place where now I got to think my way out of this. I got to think about what is it that I'm really feeling right here? Because I'm telling you, that is one very confusing place to be. Everybody's going to be giving you advice. You need to do this. You just got to do that. You got to this. You got to. So everybody has a different take on it. But the answer is right inside of you. You hear me? The answer is right inside you. Every answer that you need, it's already right there. A lot of times we see it, we hear it, we just don't want to believe it. We don't want to have to address it the way we have to address it. And when we have been in a situation with somebody and we gave way too much, and we know we gave way too much to this person, sometimes we got to sit down in what we gave them, because everything that you gave to him, you took from yourself.
Yep. Can I add this to that too? I want to add this too, that another reason that she could be thinking about him is because it's been 3 months and she probably conflicted between if she believes that's what he is because he haven't hoovered. And she's probably getting all this information over the internet and on YouTube, like, oh, after 3 months, they start devaluing the other person and they're going to hoover you and all of this. Take your mind off of that. Focus on your healing and focus on you, because you can get very conflicted with what the stuff that you hear out there. When I got a hold of this channel, this is what I stuck to. And now I still watch other channels, but it's basically just to contradict what they're saying, because it totally makes no sense. Everybody is repeating the same thing over. And like I said, I've learned through experience. So I don't really care to hear what's going on. You in the right place, because you're gonna get the real right here.
And also another thing that I think we all have to look at, and that's all of us, is that we all at some point, if for you to heal, you gotta sit in that mess that you made. You gotta sit in it and address it, because guys, one of the major things that we forget about doing, man, I'm telling you, even if we ever think of it at all, and that is, man, did I ever apologize to me? Because I was the one in control of all this craziness that I allowed me to participate in.
Yep.
I was in control of it. So because I was in control of it, I got to take responsibility for my part in that foolishness. And a lot of times we don't want to address that right there. We don't want to address the fact that, man, I'm sitting around here tripping about somebody that I'm giving my all to that ain't, this fool wouldn't even get up to go get me a cold glass of water if I wanted, but I'm ready to lay my life on the line at his beck and call. You
And we
willing to
gotta
do
understand,
anything.
like that's like we get into idolatry. Like once we separate and we start healing with ourselves, one, you will not get healed if you don't go to God. Like God, you got to get healed from the deep stuff and get a whole like renewed mind. Your broken heart got to be healed. Some things can only happen like supernaturally, but you have to, you gonna need him, because if you're dealing with an evil like the devil and all of his crew, you're gonna have to have God. That's the only defense you'll have against that, or another narc is waiting to come to a home near you. They gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
coming like calling pigeons until you deal with
Yeah.
that. Whatever's going on in the bloodline, usually it's some type of generational curse happening, and you got to understand what that means. And then you got to understand how to fight that, because it's spiritual warfare now. Like the gloves are off. They
Yeah.
are
Oh yeah.
going for bloodline. Like somebody said in a message, this narc then did, I mean, the stuff then already went to the daughter. Like this, the enemy is not playing. He is trying to take people completely out. That
Out
is the
of here.
worst pain that can happen. And the worst thing that can like really destroy your mind is for something like that to happen to you. And that's what these narcs would do. Like they're destroyers. Their end game
That's it.
is your demise. And
That's
that's
the
it.
plan. That
Let-
is the entire plan, y'all. Hey, Lillian. Yes, indeed. Mwah. Thank you so much for that super chat, Lillian. She just said, "Hey, man, love y'all." Patrice
Let me say
Bean.
this
Mwah.
let
There
me
you
say
go.
this before you get to that. It's a little off subject, but
Hmm.
I watched the movie The Deliverance. And
Who
when I
made that?
saw that movie,
Who
I
was it on?
told my daughter, I said, Lord, I swear, when I saw this movie, the demons in my home got exposed because I started feeling them. Yes. And
Yeah.
so I woke up the next morning, got
Whoa.
on TikTok. Everybody was saying that. And they said the Bible said movies are portals. Demon movies are
Portals.
portals for
Mm-hmm.
demons to enter your home. I instantly
Wow.
started praying over my children and my home because I felt like they were exposed in here. I wouldn't advise anybody to watch that movie, to watch any of those movies, because
Down.
that one movie got me. I thought I was just seeing things, but
Mm-hmm.
I woke up, it was all over TikTok. Everybody saying the
But
same
you
thing.
know
I
what?
start praying over my home and my children.
Let me say
Yeah.
this. Let me say this. First and foremost, let me just say this as well. I don't ever want to give that devil no credit or no power. Okay. I ain't giving that devil no power in my house. I don't care what movie y'all put on the screen. That devil ain't welcome here. That demon, they walking around, they doing what they do, but that demon don't got control. As you said, you prayed them right up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And you might be right. I ain't no authority on it, whether they can jump through there and come into your, but at the end of the day, what they doing is playing with your mind. This devil, guys, this devil is wickedly wise.
Yeah.
So if I can, and just like I said earlier, if I just say something like, man, under your bed, it's gonna be a 10,000 foot tall giant. You late tonight, you can be like, man, you listening? Like, what was that? because that's how the devil plants seeds in your mind, just in conversation. And we don't even pay attention to stuff like that. Later on, you be like by yourself, and you're like, wow, the whole time. And see, that's why I said 10,000 foot tall, because that's not possible for something that tall to just be under your bed, right? So you go right back to reality of thinking, wow, that's crazy. But that's how this devil plays with your mind. And also, devil want to play with your mind in darkness and in dark places, because that's something that's unknown. So that's why you get fearful in the dark, because you don't know what's going, because things can hide in the dark. But always remember, a demon, that's a spirit. A spirit cannot attack you physically. Okay, because if they could, them jokes, trust and believe me, they would be right here all upside my head with it. Like, I know I'm taking over.
Man, they can literally attack you physically. When I was with the narc, I literally got choked like by invisible.
Let me take that back. You're right.
Probably him. I was literally getting choked whenever present was there.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Because there are physical demons out here. But I'm saying, like when we put, yeah. You got to understand that that's a part of the machine. That's what social media is. That's what social media is all about, guys. I'm telling you, you sit still too long, man, this devil know how to play with your mind. You can't sit in a room too long in a quiet room. And then you start hearing stuff. You're like, whoa. That's how this devil works. That's how this devil works. And I'm saying that to say that no matter what he does, remember, he always got to try to scare you. He always has to try to scare you. It's always got to be dark. It's always got to be this cloudy place, and you can't see this, and you didn't know that, and you heard of no. Oh my God, what is that? Because that's how it works. It's all about making you scared, because really, at the end of the day, you never have anything to fear but fear itself. That's it. Fear itself. I agree with you. I mean, hey, China, I was watching the movie Phantasm when I was a little kid. And that's that movie with them. They was in a cemetery, and it was that round silver ball that had the knives in it, and it's flying around. Oh, y'all youngins. That's an old school movie. This is an old school scary movie. But for the next 20 plus years, I was scared to dream about that movie, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this devil don't have no control in nobody's house. Never forget that. Never. That devil does not have control. Because if that devil really had control, guys, I ain't gonna say none of us would be here. God would have to give it to him. If God gave the devil permission to do what he want to do with me, then okay. God gave him permission, because that's the only way he's gonna be able to do it. And God gives us all that freedom of will. We all have a free will. So there it is. Nobody has power over your vessel except for you. All about your made up mind. Patrice Bean, thank you for that super chat. Patrice said, these evil clowns want to keep us in their crazy circus with other supplies. Just get out. That's pretty much how they operate. What say you? What do y'all say?
I say I've been got out of that circus. I got tired of fighting, getting triangulated and fighting over custody. So I gave custody over to the other supplies. There you have it.
And it's not worth it. Like, I mean, really, like, they are demonized. Like, if anybody that like kind of really like went through a deliverance or seen any manifestation, seen them like backwards jump, whatever they did that was like manifesting, they are demonized. And whoever they're with, you don't want to follow after. Like, you might know about the new supply that they cloned after you, but they got all the prostitutes, they got all the other different people out there, the internet site people, the different people that's half and half. They got all that stuff going on too that you don't know about. These
Yeah.
people are really like, I went through phones, like emails, like the computer was connected. God allowed me to see a lot of things so I can know that I know the evil and the different stuff behind their actions. Like these are some serious perverted entities that don't give a crap about no human, not you, not them, not your children, not anybody. And that's, we have to really understand it and just let them have them. If they feel like they want a reward, they only feel like that because they was always in competition with you.
Man, y'all know something, that when I saw this super chat right here, hey Sasha, mwah, thanks for the super chat. That was like, it kind of chopped me in my throat. I've been getting triggered lately on this show. Like every night, some of us saw our broken selves in the narc. Man, did I see that? Did I see broken? Did I see, guys? That's how the narc becomes the victim, because you start feeling sorry for them.
Yeah.
And you're feeling sorry for them in place of feeling sorry for yourself. And you just want to help heal that. You want to save that. You want to help that person heal. You want to come to their rescue. And that's all the narc is laying a trap for. Come in here and rescue me. I need your help. I ain't going to say it that way. I'm going to say it in a different way to make you believe I need you. But I'm really just trying to lure you in close enough. Because if I can get you close enough in this trap, I'm going to drop the trap door and it's going to chop your neck off.
See, in my situation, in both, I felt like I needed to be rescued. I feel like two predators saw that and preyed on me. And I thought the first one, I was being rescued from my mom. And from the second one, I felt like I was being rescued from that first situation, because they saw the situations in my home and they act like that they were going to rescue me and treat me better than what I was being treated. And the second one, he knew that I was being abused and how I felt, so I wouldn't look at other men. He was like, "Oh, you can keep your head up. You don't have to look away from other men." But then eventually that came back to kick me in my ass, because now that's when they start chopping you down off that pedestal, because he felt like he built me up to the point where he can just knock me off. He can blindside me and knock me off that pedestal. So now I'm molded into the person that he need to abuse, and not the person that was being abused by the previous abuser.
That's what they do. That is exactly
Yep.
what they found out. If you stressed out about the job, then they gonna make sure they solve some problem. It's gonna be something they solve. If it's if it's like transportation, they're gonna make sure they get you where you gotta go. That's all part of them getting that buy-in from you, and then putting you in the Lululand, and then they can take that away and you still be in there feeling like, well, nah, they can't be that bad because they did this and this for me, or they helped me with that, and that keeps that confusion constantly going, because they give you just tiny doses of what they capable of doing for you, or what they showed you in the beginning.
That's right. That's
That's an
right.
act of love. That's not real love.
It's
And that's
not.
all you ever hear from them in the beginning is, you'll hear "I love you" in the beginning, but once
Yeah.
they start devaluing you, you never hear that again. Not even on your wedding day or
Wow.
nothing. You never hear that word again, ever. Not even if you beg for it. Not even if you gave them a gift. That word will not part their lips ever again.
Hold up. What about the way they devalue the gifts that they asked for? How do you say, why you get that color? Oh, ooh, boy, oh boy. Okay. All right, I'm back. Focus for Life. Mwah. Thanks for the super chat, Focus for Life. Focus for Life said, You can't love yourself and a narc too. Choose you each and every time. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You first of all, guys, let me say this to you. The way love works, the way love is really set up, in order for you to love someone, that person, love is a process. It's not just I looked at this person, I was just in love. Oh my God, they just look so beautiful. No, it doesn't work that way. In order for you to love someone, they first of all have to be open. They have to be open and accepting of you loving them. They
Mhm.
have to, because you can say it, but you can't just feel it. Love is not make pretend. And and you're dealing with someone who has not opened themselves, a narcissist is not going to be open for love, because that means that they are vulnerable.
Yep.
That means I love you. That means you could control me. That's how they see it. If
Mhm.
I love you, you gonna control me, man. You know what I got planned for you, and you think I'm gonna set myself up for that?
Yeah.
You have listen. You have to be in love, or you have to at least believe you in love. You have to at least be infatuated in order for you to go through the craziness that this person is going to take you through on a consistent level, day in and day out. You have to at least believe that you are in love with this person, because that's all you're going to have to stand on as to why. And that's the only answer that you will be able to use that will justify why you still dealing with this fool. Why are you
Mhm.
still there? Because I just love this joke. Okay. I don't have no logical explanation. I just love this person. So and that's why I know you ain't in love. Because if you love somebody, if you in love with somebody, see, it makes sense. See, love ain't one of them things where I'm in this old crazy situation and I can't make sense of it, and I don't know why I'm with you. So, what we doing? I must be in love. That's not love, ladies and gentlemen. Love makes sense. No, I'm in love with this person because this person is good to me, is good for me, is good to the people around me, is accepting of me, accepts everybody around. They love me, and I love this person, and they love me. I feel it, I see it, I touch it, I can taste it, I can smell it. It makes sense to me. All of my senses, all of my bodily senses are open to this person. They are exposed to this person. That is what love is, ladies and gentlemen. It is not this silly nilly craziness. Oh, I can just the only reason I can say I'm with this person because I love this fool. We argue day in, day out. We disrespect each other on every level that we ever could. What else? What other reason would it make sense for me to be with somebody if we wasn't in love? They cuss me out. I cuss them out. We fight. We punch each other, knock each other down. We burn up each other clothes. We crazy about each other. And you call that love? That is the absence of love. Because
Yeah.
see, if you love somebody, it hurts you to hurt them.
Yeah.
And most people don't know what love is. Like culture is like the action of a cult. Like our culture taught
Wow.
us a whole lot of different things. Like that's the Latin mean of URE is the action of and a cult. And so when you got a whole culture telling you like these things is love, it's like how this and how that. No, the Bible clear what love is. I mean, first of all, if they don't have God, they can't love. The devil cannot love. Eve thought the devil loved her, and look what it cost. Like there's no love in that kingdom. So they don't love. Love is patience. They're impatient. Love is kind. They're rude. Where was a kind narcissist?
Come on.
And that's like triangulating you with a waitress or something. Other than that, they're not kind. They're it say don't envy. They don't boast. They're not easily angered. Everything that love defines, and they give us a clear definition.
There
First
you go.
Corinthians 13 is
There
the
you go.
opposite of a narcissist. They're
Opposite.
anti-love. So none of that is love. Well, we thought growing up, our perception of love be seen and not heard because of the parents, or do all of this work and then they give you some accolades here and there, doses of validation. That's not love. We gotta go and get our perception and the truth of what love really is. And that's the start of wisdom. Like if you don't know love, if you don't know God, you're gonna always go for the false love. Narcissists always say, like, there is no love. Like I heard my mom say it all the time, ain't no love. And then when they try to when they got to get something from you, they make comments like, I got to go get this person some so they can get me some weed or something to smoke, or I got to get this person some so they can do this. That's how they feel about you. Like that is reality behind the scenes. I got to go do
real.
this. And then they joke around with other people. It's not my fault. They so much into their feelings that they'll give me $100 if I talk to them. That's how they think. They're not thinking anything compassionate.
I like what you just said about that. I like how you said that, how you all, and I wish I would have added, you want to identify whether you love somebody, then look at your relationship with them and how that relates to God, because God is love. So if this situation isn't godly, stop lying. Okay, that ain't it. That ain't love. I can call it infatuation, but I cannot call it love. Love ain't never been that, never has done that. I don't think it ever will do it. Who's you going to say, Shauna?
I was going to say society has been setting the standard for the way we should live life so they can override our morals. Everything that they said never conform to what we believe, but we go along with it. And that's why that school shooting took place. It's because he was being teased because the government told him it's okay to be him and be placed in a school with other kids, when in reality it's not, because people like him are not accepted. And so that's what caused whatever happened to happen. They set that boy up for failure because they made him think that was okay to be what he was and to go around people who did not agree with it. And that's the mentality that we have to conform to what the standards that society has set for us, instead of using our moral compass and our knowledge that we know that this is wrong, but we go along with it because we think that's the right thing to do.
You got to send me a video on that, because I haven't heard about why he launched out like that. I ain't know that they came up with a conclusion yet.
Yeah, his dad has been arrested too. Did you know that?
Well, I heard about his dad got arrested because his father purchased the guns or something.
No, he gave him access to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that part of it yet, but I was curious to know, like, and I think everybody wants to know, like, what would make you go into a school and just start shooting people, shooting people who ain't have nothing to do with none of it. I don't know. Latu Haruna.
Lululand. If you heard the way some of these, they are narcs in training. At that age, like the Lululand, they are mean. Cruel. I mean, they do the most. Like it's terrible. And somebody's brain will snap if they don't have the right like support system and stuff. And they don't, not in school. They don't really have it like that in school. But it's like their brain will snap. I mean, it's really bad out here. It's no compassion. It's cold-heartedness. The narcs are running the world. Like that's insane.
And that's what I think really that's what sets people off. See, you getting prodded so much, and it's like to die the death of 1,000 cuts. It's just every day. It's just keep on nicking you and nick you and nick you every single day, and eventually, you snap. Like Harun said, "Hey, yo, whatever happened to the Canadian lady? How's she doing?" Alicia, man, Alicia chilling. Listen, say a prayer for Alicia. Alicia's doing good. She has some things. And guys, y'all think we get up here on this microphone like we don't have a real life, man. Y'all,
Exactly.
and like we got this exemption. You know what I'm saying? We got this exemption saying, "Oh no, can't no problems happen to me." You know what I'm saying? Psh, man, when you get that mic in your hand, that's when them problems really start hanging around. But Alicia's she's doing well. I talked to her, here and there. She just said I think she might be in a different time zone than us, and she couldn't hang with the time. She's like, "Man, look, I love y'all, but it's late, and she got a whole family situation going on. She got a."
I listen to Alicia Breeze too. Like she helped me through a whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I really love like her. She be like, I feel the power of God. I'm like, I know that's right. Because you really gotta. This situation here changes everything about a person.
It does.
Everything.
And you know what? We do have lives outside of this. I miss my son's event to be here for this. We can only make so many sacrifices before we have to really tend to our families. We can't neglect our families, and because that's what's causing this problem that we have now is neglecting our children. And so whenever something is consuming you too much where you're starting to neglect your family, you have to take a step back. So I chose to not attend my son's event. I feel bad about it, but he's not mad at me or anything. But it's times when we're going to have to tend to our families, which is more important, because if we don't, we continue to create the problem that we're talking about.
And this is the offer, like I feel like being a guest on here is really offering. A lot of times you have to pay a lot of money for like psychotherapy and to kind of get like some information on what's happening and what they're telling you, but they're only going to tell you a script. So like this is a way of like something that helped me. How God said, freely be given to you, freely you give. This is a way of giving back, because this was very traumatic. Like this is something that it literally had me down for over a year, even knowing everything about all of that stuff, because it was so much of a heavy hit. So if any way that we can help somebody over that hump, like keep going, watch this instead of looking at their social media, instead of hearing any information about them. You have to like cut off their friends. You have to cut off anybody that talks about them. Giving those tips so that your heart can heal and you can start moving on with your life. It's worth coming here.
You know what, Keisha, I'm glad you said that, because guys, listen, y'all listening to a licensed clinician here. She's saying, hey, I'm still a human. Okay. I done ran into some of these fools before. Yes. And Keisha, I've talked to so many clinicians that have gone through this themselves.
Yes.
And I'm saying, man, guys,
I had a colleague. She met somebody on the internet. Okay, this is real story. She was like dating this guy, everything. By the end of that whole thing, he had her tied up with a knife, all of this stuff. This is how real it get. And came like really smooth and all of that. Within 3 months, she tied up with a knife to her. Like it happens to anybody, because they don't go for your intellect or anything like that. They study you until they find that weakness, and then they come as a hero to that weakness. If it's attention you need, they got it 24/7. If it's a ride, here they come, pick you up, drop you off, all of that. If it's food, sending food to you, door dashing, like all of this stuff. So we gotta really be aware of our weakness and protect that.
That's how they get us, giving us that attention.
You know what? I don't have those weak areas. I know I have quite a few on here studying me. I know this for a fact. But here's my message to you. Don't try it. That's All I'm gonna say.
They don't do it. Don't you do it.
Don't do it.
J. Marie.
Save yourself.
J. Marie said, y'all are so beautiful and helpful. Sending love. We sending love right back.
Thank
Love
That's
to you,
what
Jay
we
Maria.
do.
You beautiful too.
That's what we do. Focus for Life. Thanks for the super chat. Focus for Life said, trust that when God teaches you how to truly love yourself, he will take away your ability to ever love a narcissist again.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That was deep. You went deep on that one, Focus for Life. That you went deep. Take away your ability, because as I was reading it, I was processing it in my mind, thinking, wow, that's exactly how it works. Because when you value you can't just devalue yourself after that. Once you learn how to do it, you're not willing to trade it off for anybody else again. You like, nah, I've done that. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man, that I have been looking at myself lately. Being around people in relationships and long-term relationships, it has become kind of scary to me. You know, like holiday time and family gathering time. And it's a sickness that you feel when your relationship is broken and everybody in the family is still the same way they were, and you just have this brokenness and this broken feeling like you don't really want to hang around them anymore and be around them the same way, and you feel in some type of way because you think everybody knows your relationship is broken or it's over. And it is difficult to be around friends and family. Guys, everybody that you know, man, they're seeing what we're talking about. They're seeing it, and they're fighting. They're fighting to stay in their relationships. I would say 99% of the people fighting to stay in that relationship. Maybe except for the people that learn how to love themselves. Because once you learn how to love you, you're not going to trade that in for nobody. That is rock solid. You're not going to trade that in. But before you get to that point, man, you trading yourself in for the cruddy narc, a bag of potato chips, you might as well say, man, what a session. What a session, y'all.
She kind of touched on what I was going to end with tonight.
That's what we were going next. That's what we going next. What you gonna leave them with tonight, China? Go ahead.
Mine is always short and sweet. I was gonna say this, that the narc was our dealer and we were the user. And it's time that we become our own dealer and inject in our veins self-love.
Come on. I'm your pusher. That's how the narc feel. That's how the narc acting. Woo! Yep. Give him some, Alicia, Keisha. Good gracious. That's that short memory. That's that memory loss. That's all. I'm sorry.
And once we really realize that we dealt with a narc, don't try to conquer the narc or nothing like that, or go into their pride. That they're demonized. That's it. Like, you dealing with snakes, spiders, like chaos. It's so much that happens with them in the spirit. They're checked out. They've been checked out since childhood. Once they meet that criteria, that is enough to close that chapter. We don't owe no explanations to anybody. We don't owe no explanations to the narc. We don't owe no explanations about why we're closing a chapter. We just know we gonna run to God because that's gonna be our help. He gonna shine that light on that whole dark situation, and we gonna start to heal, deal, repair ourselves, so we don't ever get the next narc that's in line, because they'll keep coming. But once we know that and they meet that criteria, it's not like, okay, I'm just dealing with my narc. Oh, my narc at it again, because we can go into this complaining thing. That's part of a whole different disorder, but we don't want to do that. Like, you don't want to go into getting addicted to complaining about the narc and your time and mind being consumed with them. You have to run for the hills, because once they meet criteria and they just kind of lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating, all of that stuff, your destruction and demise is their end game, and you got to know that. And you got to run.
Man, Joe. Man, you know, first of all, y'all, can y'all show some love in this chat tonight for my co-hosts in here? Because they be giving it to you on Friday night. You can bet good money. You can bet your good money that it's gonna be a stone cold blast, honey. That's Don Cornelius. That's old school Don Cornelius right there. They gonna give it to you just like it sure enough is, not kinda how it is. You gonna get what it is.
How it is.
God. And I'm saying this, man. I like this channel so much. I watch our videos.
Me too.
I do. I'll go back.
Listen, man. I mean, because we be on this camp dropping some incredible gems that it's so many ways to, you know, just expound on so many different points. And I've just done everything that I could to create a wall that is so solid and so fierce that for everybody that even thinks that you got a chance making it with a narc, if you even think you got a chance, I'm here to destroy that thought. And I brought these two with me.
They got a
no
treatment
way.
like as a couple, right? And it's so crazy. Like they'll come as a couple and get their treatment and stuff. The wife will be in la la. They'll say love you, all of that. But as soon as that wife leave, that husband flirting, doing all of this stuff, and with everybody, and flirt, like just saying, "Oh, I can't stand. They're so anxious. They're so this." That's what you get with a narcissist. You only get an illusion and a delusion. And he literally was saying, I can't wait until this come up happen or this job, because I'm going to go to the grocery store and then that's it. So he planned on just leaving and never coming back, just going one day and just ghosting her, and got all these supplies in the gym. Like, this is what the reality of that situation is. That's all they're about. And the other person, like, I'm just so dependent, I'm so anxious, because she won't give it up, because she think that there's love there, because he say those letters. They don't care about those letters.
No. And you know, you would be the authority on this, like, you know, because I say that all the time, man. People be out there, so many people want to go to therapy with the narc and figure it out. I'm like, man, that was the worst money ever spent, and I didn't spend a lot of money in it. The worst way to waste my time, to go somewhere where you be thinking, going to them sessions, that this narc is about to confess. I'm about to hear what I wanted to hear all this time.
Yeah.
And you gonna get in there and they gonna lie. They gonna act like you the one that's doing what they're doing. It's not going to be that kumbaya that you thought it was going to be, guys. It's not, man. Robin Phillips, thanks for the super chat. I'm saying we appreciate y'all time coming out here every week on the channel. Y'all ain't even getting paid to do this. God will bless y'all. Good, great. We do a little something, you know. I mean, We ain't just impoverished, but you know, thank you so much. We do appreciate the love up in here, y'all. It's all love. I'm gonna just say this, man. For me, in closing tonight, man, again, not only is it a privilege, but and not only is it about me doing what I can to annihilate the thoughts of people thinking they have a chance with these people. I'm just giving back to you what I wish. The one thing that I wish I would have got. I would, man, if somebody would have been there, if I could have heard a channel like this and I could go listen to this and ask questions. Oh my goodness, man. Be able to ask questions and then be around people that are going through the exact same thing. Just seeing it, just seeing it in real time. It's another level. It's another level, guys. And I know it is. I'm not saying it to talk about anybody's channel. I'm saying it because I know what it is, because I've been there in the exact same situation. And yeah, you have videos that you can watch and people break.
Oh my God.
It's tripping tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, when you have a passion for doing this like me, I don't care to get paid for this because it's a bigger picture for me. It's helping you guys heal. It's the joy and the love and the passion in it for me. That's why I don't care for all of that. I come here every night because I love to see y'all heal. I love to help. And that's why I don't ask for anything. So I don't need to get paid for this. That's not why I'm here.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of times so much misinformation out there in this field. Like when they go to the therapist, they only gonna go based off of like their workbooks and their protocols. And it's so much that's just not right. Like if you have a chance to really help somebody, first you got to understand what is happening in your brain. Like you got to understand what cortisol doing and everything. If you know that, you know how to decrease it, you can start being more healthy and your clarity will come back. But the stuff that's out there, they're not, if someone didn't go through this, they're really not going to know how to treat you. Like or whoever you bring in, that marital counseling, all of that stuff, that's not going to work because the narcissist going to run a whole little game on them. But if you are really like hearing what is happening and hearing it from firsthand accounts, getting in touch with reality from everybody on the chat, like, nope, this happened to me. This is like this. It'll trigger that, like, you can't deny the truth. Like a lot of times you can deny the truth, you can fake yourself. But when you consistently see the same situation happening in various households and various bodies, you know what you're dealing with, and then you know what the solution have to be. That's why we do this, to constantly remind, because we had to go through it. Like I had to listen. Hario did keep it real. I can say that. He was like, you gotta be out of your mind. I'm like,
I be going back watching his old videos. I just just be going back. But you know, that's why I hate all that other information out there, because people teach you a lot of red flags, but people are adjusting. And the one red flag I think that people need to pay attention to, that I am learning, is if that person doesn't take pleasure in you loving yourself. That's the biggest red flag. They can hide everything else, but they can't hide that, because they can't have you loving on you. So if you ever see that, that's your cue to leave. That's your cue to exit, run as far as you can.
What's up?
YouTube. This is YouTube, y'all. This is not me. This ain't my doing. This is YouTube, man. I'm about to send an email myself.
And a a lot of channels, like, not to discount them, but you do have to be careful of a lot of people that's just piggybacking off of what other topics have been, and they really don't know what's happening. Like, all of this information, they can YouTube or Google it or read it 10 sides of this or this, and that. If you only know what you read and you don't really have like that in-depth understanding, that knowledge or that wisdom, you can mislead a large group of people. Like, this stuff, you really got to know that you know your stuff.
Man,
Like,
yes,
that's why I
research a whole lot. That's all I do is research the brain inside and out. I love the brain, but you have to really understand your stuff. And then God's wisdom, the Holy Spirit is wisdom. He gives me wisdom and understanding. But that's a lot of people don't. They're recycling information, and some of it is incorrect.
Man,
and that's why I went out there to get the experience, so I can be able to. I needed that hands-on because I didn't feel like I wasn't really getting no answers, and I felt like stuff was going completely different than what people were saying. I was like, nothing beats experience. I need to go out here and see what the hell is really going on.
Yes,
that's real. That's real right there. Because, and you know what? That was one of the things that really inspired me. I was like, I listened to other people's channel. I was like, man, okay, you know, that's about a Diet Coke right there. You know, I see a tea with no sugar in it right there. But wait till we come over here with this milkshake. Goodness gracious, because when you listen, when you're going through, you need that medication every single day. You need that reassurance every single day that I have not just lost my entire mind.
Yeah.
You need that. You need somebody. And see, this is the thing. I realized that, you do want to talk about a couple different topics, but a lot of people get at me about used to. And then they realize, man, I ain't no. You can go somewhere else and hear that. I already know what you're talking about.
Right.
Go over there with them old made up, stories or whatever. I know exactly what you're going through. Okay. I've been there. I know exactly. And what you're going through, guys, is self-doubt. At its core, it is called self-doubt. That's all. Yeah. And we are simply here. Okay. This is all of us. We are here helping you to see it's all about you. It's what's inside of you. It ain't all about, this person said that and this person said that. And because you're gonna listen to 1,000 people tell you this and tell you these stories and tell you their personal experiences. But what's the cure, man? What's the cure? Can somebody got a cure somewhere? Anywhere? Somebody? Until you sit in it and go inside of you. The answer been there the whole time. You just fighting it. You just been fighting it. Stop fighting the answer. It's inside of you. But like I said, man, you get out here and be listening to people and be like, man, okay. And some people be thinking it's hope. With a narcissist, with the devil. You be thinking it's hope. We can make it.
Thinking about me. Like that's what happened.
They making 30 different renditions of the same video. See, we don't use that terminology on here. We keep it real. Then people come over here, we don't say, well, the new supply and he's gonna Uber it. No.
You know what? I told y'all once I found out, what's that dude's name? What's his name that wrote that stuff? That came up with all that stuff. What was his name?
Is it Sam Vakman?
Vakman, yeah. He made up all this crap.
He was a narcissist. Psychopath.
He's an admitted narcissist. I'm not taking his script and run with it.
Yeah. And when
I was doing it just out of not knowing. When I was doing it, I just didn't know. I was like, wow, okay, they got all these, fruity colored, expressions and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it ain't nothing but brainwashing, especially that trauma bond. They brainwashing you, man. That's making you think. See, when you hear a word like that, trauma bond. I'm bonded to this person. That's trauma. I'm bonded to that. You start accepting it. And the way your mind works, your mind is so powerful. Your mind is so powerful that if you believe it, then it comes true. And that's why I'm telling you, no, we not doing all that crazy stuff, y'all. No, no,
See,
indeed.
but people don't want solutions, Harry. Most of them that go to those channels, they looking to maintain a relationship with that narcissist. That's why they go get advice from them, because if you look at it, Lee tell people you can't heal in the same environment that made you sick. He's the environment that made you sick, but you going to him to heal. He literally telling people, and they going and sitting in that same environment. And these people got all these following because people not looking to leave these relationships. They not looking to heal. They looking to make it work. They don't want the realness of this channel.
But see, you gotta also see something else. You know, there's some different dynamics to that as well. You know, you have, channels like his that they're going to be placed way out in the front because it's just like, modern day medicine. I can make more money off this lie than I can off this truth. If I just tell y'all, hey man, we're going to stop putting all these chemicals in everything, then y'all be eating natural food every day. Y'all ain't gonna be needing Ozempic and all this other mess to lose weight. You just gonna be right on point, just like it used to be back in the 70s. We never had these issues. Now, man, please, everybody need help. So you're gonna have stuff like that. It's the internet. It's the devil running all this stuff. The devil running all that stuff. Listen, again, I look at it and see it a little differently now. I see it as, man, look, God got me. God got this lane exactly where it needs to be. He got it exactly, and pushing it to the place where he wants it at. So, hey, I'm just gonna follow the lead, of the boss and say, hey, whatever you say do, I'm doing it. I'm saying it. Okay. I am your vice. Use me as you please. Woo! The Red Stallion. Thanks for that super chat. Red Stallion said, I look at this channel like a weekly Narcs Anonymous meeting. There it is. Thank you all for being here to help us get through each phase of this traumatic experience. Many blessings to you all. Yes, indeed, because that's what it is, y'all. This thing, man, listen, everybody knows. And the thing is most people and most things now, everybody has this gimmick. I'm like, look here, man. We talking about the same thing. We just coming in a different angle. Every week, every night, we just gonna come at it from a different angle because I know what the problem is. We don't gotta talk about what the problem is not. We know what the problem is. Okay, we are led by a different source. So there it is. As long as we following the right source, we just trying to plug y'all into what we plugged into, ladies and gentlemen. That's all. We just plugging you in. Robert Phillips, thank you so much. Uh-oh, Black and Noble, come on up in here like a nifty. Good. Can I do one last shout out? Because man, goodness, we had sponsorship in here this evening, and I don't want to leave no sponsorship out there, but I was feeling like they came to the party. My main man, save it for David. Yeah, at the end of the show too, right? Hey, y'all, listen. It has been nothing but a stone cold blast being in here hanging out with y'all on a Friday night. I have enriched my soul. I feel better. I feel good. I feel incredible. I learned something. Y'all be thinking we just in here speaking. Man, I be in here just listening and Like, wow. And guys, that's why I have these two ladies beside me. Okay. It ain't just because they cute. It's they actually been through this. Okay. They actually know what they talking about. Ain't nothing worse than somebody just sitting there just, okay, I'm here. I'm just here to look cute. And they don't know what they talking about. No, we ain't doing that. No, we talking about it and we know what we talking about.
Oh yeah.
There you go. I'm in here taking notes. Y'all see me looking down? I'm taking notes. You know what I'm saying? Steel sharpens steel, y'all.
Facts.
And when you're around people that's giving you that mental, you know what I'm saying? They come in, if they come in here flat, man, I'm like, whoa, what y'all doing tonight? But y'all notice they don't come in here flat. They come in this joker turbo charged on Friday night. Y'all gonna get it on Friday night.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yes.
Well, look here. We're gonna leave you just like we brought you in here with nothing but love, peace, and soul.
Bye, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good weekend.
Love yourself.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Take
Tell them
care.
just like that.
Bye, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Bye.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Yes. Peace.